First things first, though. Let's do the junior golf news then. Starting off, then we'll start off with we'll start off with the competition, which is an adult competition actually, but it was won by a junior golfer, the Critchley Salver. So where do they play the Critchley Salver, Ian?
Sunningdale.
Sunningdale, exactly. So played on the old course and the new course there, and it was won by Annabelle Peaford. Now, that's only half the story, because if I told you she started her first round, this was played on the new course, started off with a bogey on the first hole, and then parred the next 4 holes. So not the greatest of starts. Then she went on a bit of a mad spree. 8 birdies and 1 eagle on the 18th hole in the next 13 holes to set a new course record on the new course of 66. So not bad going. And then going into the afternoon round, then which then switches to the old course. So therefore, she's just gone the previous 10 under par for the previous 13 holes. She starts off birdie, birdie, birdie. So for a 16-hole stretch, she was 13 under par.
Do you know what, Steve? That's incredible. But doesn't that teach you something, right? The last podcast we did was on like psychology, wasn't it? Right.
Yeah.
Now, most very good golfers, shall we say, if they'd had like a bit of a bogey or a par start, they'd be like, okay, it's all right, but I've got no chance of shooting a mad score. If I can get under par, 1 or 2 under par, then it's a good round. It just goes to show, doesn't it, that stay in the game. A bad start or a slow start doesn't mean it's over. Doesn't mean you still can't go low. Doesn't mean you still can't set course record. But it's all up here.
Absolutely. I think she only actually, believe it or not, won the tournament by about 2 shots in the end. So
that slow start.
He played that slow start. Yeah, and actually, in a weird. Actually, by the way, after those first 3 birdies, she went par birdie. Then, so she was 4 under par on after 6 holes in the second round. Obviously, a few bogeys, coming home. I think she might have even birdied the last hole as well, just to make sure, kind of thing. But I mean, what a round of golf there! And it's someone who was mentioned on a few occasions. Annabelle Peaford, a sister Emily as well. I think he may be a twin sister. 16-year-old, so certainly one to watch out for there. Right, same with men's golf then, but once again with juniors, the Douglas Men's Senior Scratch Cup. This took place over in Ireland. This was won by Mark Gazzi, 72. So talking about the other way around, 72 with his first round. I think he was 5 shots off the pace, and then shot a 65 in his second round to win the tournament. So well done to him. The Berkshire Trophy. This is a competition whereby, have you ever been to the Berkshire? Yeah,
I played the Berkshire.
Played the Berkshire, so have I. And actually, this is a competition which one of my friends has won. Ryan Evans won a few years ago, a tour pro now. This year, though, it was won by Freddie Turner, junior golfer. So well done to Freddie. Now, another one which is an adult competition, but once again won by junior, was it's actually 2 competitions. It was the S&A Bowl, which was won by Daniel Hayes from Bramwell. He shot a 69 and then the 69, so won on 6 under par. But he also won the Lancashire Links Trophy, which is a combined competition of the Formby Hare, which takes place on the first day, and then the S&B Bowl on the second day. So on the back of him winning on the second day, he also won that second competition as well. Right. Back over to Ireland then. I think we've got a photo of the winner here. The Flogash Irish Girls Amateur Open Championship was won by Sadie Adams, English golfer. She was mentioned in the last podcast as well, Ian, if you remember, because she won the Fairhaven Trophies a few weeks ago as well. So she's certainly a golfer in form. And from a photography point of view, Ian, I've got to say that is one of the most fantastic car parks you can see at a golf course, isn't it? I mean, who on earth thought put some sponsorship boards in front of the car park and put a trophy there? Anyway, there you go. That's me having my little rant for the day. So
Flogas car park. Well done, Flogas.
Yes. Yeah. Well done to Flogas, because actually, to be fair to Flogas, they do a lot of work with junior golf. I know that they sponsor the Irish Junior Open Tour, so they do a lot of good work with junior golf over in Ireland. So well done for them for sponsoring that event, and well done for Sadie for winning that competition as well. Right, north of the border then, Junior Tour Scotland. There was a couple of events which took place in recent weeks. The first one took place at Forfar Golf Club. The winner of the boys' competition was Joe McPherson. The girls' competition was Ruby Watt. And then a week later, another event at Edsall Golf Club. Boys' winner there was Aidan Lawson, and the girls' winner was Sabrina Wong. Another event up in Scotland, someone which has been mentioned on the podcast on regular basis and actually been on the podcast, the Stephen Gallagher Foundation Trophy that took place at Blair Gowrie Golf Club. Once again, boys and girls competition. Boys winner was James Woods, and the girls winner was Evie McCallum. Back down this end then, and it was the Fowler Series Elite Tour, took place at Kedleston Park. Once again, got a photo of the winner of this one. This was Elliot Thomas who won the competition. He's from Stoneham Golf Club. If you're not aware of how the Elite Tour works, then basically they have a junior tour, which is generally for under 18s, under 21s, and under 16s. And then they have a tour which is slightly older, goes up to the underage of 21. But as you can see with Elliot there, one of the younger players who played in the competition, 78 in the first round. There was a few shots off the pace actually going into the second round. And it really came down to the last two holes. He was one shot behind Eva Myers with a couple of holes to play. But Elliot birdied the last two holes, and Eva dropped a couple of shots on the last hole. So in the end, it was a 3-shot swing. But
that
Elliot,
jumper says it all, doesn't it, Steve?
He was the boss. Absolutely. That was it.
Well done, Elliot.
He was the boss that day. Yes. So well done to him. Also, I mentioned as well for the Fowler Series, they've got their Futures Tour, which that's the even younger one. That's the under 12s competition. They've had a lot of local competitions which have been taking place right the way up until around about now, and it's the first time they've done it this well. They did it a little bit the last couple of years, but they tended to just do one-off events, but they've really gone out of their way. Spoke to Matthew about this, Matthew Fowler, who's Sir Nick's son, about this the other day. And he was a little wary about how this was going to go. But I tell you what, it's been really, really successful. Lots of different competitions around the country. And they've got the regional finals coming up next week. I know there's going to be one at the Warwickshire. I'm going to be there. And there's a few which are taking place around the country as well. Big fields taking place in that. So anyone who is playing in those competitions, then best of luck. And of course, those ones at the Warwickshire, make sure that you stand in a really good spot in front of the car park so I can get a lovely photo of the car park in the background for you there. So
I just want to know, we compare pictures and see how many of the same cars are still there.
That's it, yes. Right, just one final thing as well. The Ladies European Tour took place, had an event in Germany this last weekend, and I was watching the final round on the Sunday, and it came down to a playoff, and Emma Spitz, who's been on the show before, a friend of the podcast.
Yeah, whatever.
She was in the playoff, and she did really well because she birdied the first playoff hole, but so did her playing partner. And then a playing partner as well birdied the second playoff as well. So Emma just missed out on her first victory on the Ladies European Tour. But I got a feeling it's not going to be very long before she does win on the tour.
It's coming,
so well
Emma. Coming. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, so well done to her.